Everybody doing out there? It's Jesse over at Joe's Auto, bringing you guys a war recap here. Todd already brought you part one on this one, some of the lower bases, so I'm going to go ahead and do some of the higher bases here. And I'm not sure exactly what he went through, so gonna give you my own little intro. So we came into this war. It was a little disheartening when we first looked at the matchup because first I want to apologize to hear some crickets in the background. Baby sleeping inside, so I am outside recording tonight, so hope that doesn't sound too terrible in the background. But anyways, came in and this is what we saw. We saw Town Hall 10 here. Just gonna go through these real quick. Basically a max Town Hall 10, except for air defenses. That was about the only thing that he left not maxed, and heroes and walls. But we kind of leave those as a given, since most people with any kind of rush Town Hall 10 leave the heroes and the walls because they're expensive. Air defenses, I'm not sure why. I don't know. A lot of ground attacks right now. This one maxed Infernos, a lot of high level defenses. Not quite maxed out, but still plenty enough to give us trouble. 9.5, decent level heroes. 9.1 I would call this one because it's low level heroes, low level walls, low level defenses. And then this one, definitely a 9.5. You've got walls starting to get to that level 10 and really nice level heroes. And then this was a bit of a surprise for us. Their number 6 had a level 10 Grand Warden. Yeah, sure, it was low level heroes in general and low level walls, lower level defenses, but for crying out loud, it was just like, wow. So, and then I think that was the end of them. Yep, then the Town Hall 9 started. But we came out on top here in grand fashion because we are good at attacking. So another reason why we put those videos out here is because we hope that they'll help you guys when you come up against squads like this who have engineered clans and engineered Town Hall selections so that they can get favorable matchups. And I know it's not cheating, it's part of the game, but I think it's cheap. I think it cheapens it badly. And you'll see why with our next war update, because that one was much better all around. So anyways, good outcome for us. We're going to start with Bones attack here because he is our Town Hall 10 specialist. He just absolutely knows how to get this done, get the 2-star done, and I prefer he do it. It just goes really well. So played it wisely, easy clan castle pull, so he snags that out there, drops down a golem to take the beating, and then double poisons it so that they don't smack that golem straight out of the face of existence, and queen right behind it to take him out. So that worked out pretty slick. Throws in a couple of wall breakers quick, which are going to get fried because that's a level 8 wizard tower. So when you do that, I just want to pause it here real quick, a little tutorial piece. Come in from this side up here. I'm kind of tapping here a little bit. Come in right there, this wall right here, this wall right here. If you come in from that side right there, you'll have to angle them a little bit because it's gonna likely try and go for this cannon spot here, but if you angle them a little bit, they should come in here, and then that wizard tower's blast will miss them. So that is my recommendation on that. Alright, back to the video. So Bones heading in there. As soon as that archer tower goes down and that king comes out, it's going to reroute those Valks. He's going to rage them up right there, jump them right there, another rage, and then the freeze. Probably should have done the back one because 2-star, well done, Bone. Not ragging on you. It's kind of constructive criticism, if you will. But man, heat in the moment, Town Hall 10, Max Infernos. It's hardly justifiable, just barely. But look what he would have gotten. He would have gotten Inferno and at least one Tesla, if not two, and the Queen frozen. With if he'd have done it on the back side. Front side, all he got was just the one Inferno tower and a couple of skeletons. So still worked out favorably for him. So here we go. They're gonna melt that core. Look at that. Think about the hit points in there. Think about how many hit points those defensive buildings have. And it just shows you the power of the Raged Valkyries. So but it also shows you what happened after they reduced their hit points, because they also melted. They're gone. You know, 43%. He's gonna get the rest of it. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit with some archers here and wizards very wisely. Just got them spread out, and it's gonna knock out 56%, I believe, 2-star on this one. So well done, Bone. Smart attack as always on the Town Hall 10s. Excellent job. Sorry, I have to check my battery life here. Mobizen is great, but it likes to suck my battery life dry really fast, and I don't want to run out mid video. Alright, my attack here. So came in with, I like the Valks. I have 8 backside hogs, which is a little bit more than I'm used to. 4 healers, 4 wizards, 3 minions. Of course, they're just simply for funnel creation, and then usually 1 or 2 wizards for funnel, and then the other 2 for cleanup. And then I've got my Valks and 3 wall breakers in the clan castle with my 30-30 heroes, and symmetrical base just with the town hall placed over here. So not really an anti 3-star base, but here's how it went. I'm going to speed it up because I took a few seconds to look at it before I attacked. Well, took almost all 30 seconds actually. So there we go. Coming in from the 11 o'clock side right there, where I could get a wizard down to take out 2 buildings instead of just 1. He's gonna fry that barracks quick, and then my queen is free to head down to the west side. The all exciting, in fact I'll even speed it up, queen walk. No, I'm gonna hold off for a second because I remember, funny part here, you're gonna see me waste about 3 hogs trying to get the clan castle full because I forgot to check the radius here, which during an actual attack, you know, you can't do. You can't check the radius on anything, and with the way I sent the queen in, cleared out everything in the middle, I was gonna use that air defense. Yeah, that didn't happen. So anyways, works out right here. She's gonna target that mortar. The hog's actually gonna go in, and he's gonna get it right here. So pulls that out. Valk, 2 archers, and the dragon in there, which again, the damn dragon goes for my healers. Are you kidding me? I was just like, come on. And my queen had to finish that storage off before she could move on, so of course the healers all died. But got my crew going in here. I've got the rage waiting for them right there. Lead your troops, especially Valks nowadays. They blow through it so fast. And if you want to get any kind of decent value for your rage with Valks, you've got to really lead them by a lot. Otherwise, they're just gonna, they'll be in and out of it. If you drop it right on top of them, they'll be in and out of it in seconds. So, little backstory here, a little complaint that I had that I took up with Supercell in a message I sent them, because I actually had a video of this. My queen beating down that wall to nothing when she could have reached that gold storage down there. You know, 5,500 hit points. She just did 5,000 damage to a wall that she could have shot over and then moved on. So this attack is far closer to the full 3-minute time limit than I think it ever should have been. Popped her ability, which I saved right there, and there we go. Knocked out the 3-star on the 9.5. I was really happy with it. It was nice. We're going to move down just one more here. I'm going to go through Duke's a little quicker because he is a Town Hall 10. He's got Town Hall 10 troops. And this base is almost completely hoggable if you go about it the right way. So we'll still throw him on the channel here because 3 stars win wars. Not the greatest poison ever. Almost killed an archer. But just kind of lets him stand outside of it there and figures, screw it. I'm going to throw down my golems up here, and they're going to go to that Tesla and take a whooping. Test wall breaker, I guess. Yeah, the wall breakers went down, needless to say. So, yeah. They go for the golems, the wizards, take out the dragon, the Valks, and then the queen. Jump on her, golems reroute, and the Valks start wandering, but luckily there was a hole made there and that wizard cut him off just in time. I think a jump right there would have been... Oh, he did put a jump there. Haven't watched this one. But yeah, I would. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If he'd have moved it up a little bit more towards the center, he could have possibly connected that other side there. But they're still moving through, doing their damage. And it's all these little nuances that make us better if we watch the replays back and see, you know, what we could have done differently, what we could have done better. So I don't rag on my clan mates. That's not the way I am. I just try and make everybody better, including myself, when I'm trying to when I'm watching replays and making videos. So there you go, that one's done. We're just going to speed that up considerably for cleanup, and well done, Duke, on the 3-star. Could have saved himself 12-15 seconds there by saving at least one more troop, but worked out well for him in the end. So gonna check the battery again. Sorry. Good, we're still holding in there steady. Duke, me, alright. This one, I was 3% away. About 5 seconds is all I would have needed from an 18-star war. I had 3 accounts running in this war to make it, to make 15 people. And about 5 more seconds I would have had 18 stars. Busting in on Ron here. Gonna watch him take down this Town Hall, I don't even know what you'd call this. 11 minus 2.5-ish something. So yeah, comes in with the Queen Walk there. Yanks out the clan castle. If you notice, it's not full. It was 30 troops in a 35 capacity clan castle, so weren't really paying attention there as far as filling them up. Ron does need to bust out the ability there. He's still working on it. Little clue there, Ron. If the queen's down about half and you've got a lot of damage coming into her, down to about a third life, drop the rage on her and the healers, and you can save that ability, because it's kind of a toss-up, depends on where you need it. So comes in down at the bottom. He's going to try and sandwich the base, and it does work. He's got that extra spell slot. He's got the larger CC. I think he's got 5 extra troops at this point, but it's a dangerous call, no doubt, trying to sandwich a base like that, going from both sides rather than just going straight you know, counterclockwise or clockwise, which is another thing that I'd like to get into in a later video. A lot of this stuff other people have talked about, but anybody who finds our channel that doesn't happen to see some of the other guys' channels, I'd like to make some videos about that. So the Valks they are helping him out by going that clockwise, counterclockwise motion for him, because now they're going to move around that direction in that clockwise fashion. They're going to work their way up, which is really nice. Best way to take out a base is moving clockwise or counterclockwise, because you don't take damage from every single defense trying to go straight up the gut, and you have damage coming from all sides. When you move around one of the two directions, you eliminate that damage from a lot of the sources just by being out of range, and you can just keep the attack moving around. So speed it up here to finish it off. 96. Did manage to save himself some troops so he could finish off those builder huts in the corners, which is something that I've been ragging on him about a little bit. Nicely, but ragging. I'm gonna skip that one because I'll just show you the base real quick, and I think everybody and their mom knows how to you know what, I'll do it. It's quick, I'll do it. Basically, it's a speed run. So you're gonna see this base a lot, whether it's in raids, wars, what have you, and I still see a few people struggle with it, but this is an absolute perfect example of clockwise or counterclockwise. You figure out which corner has the most DPS or the most double bomb possibility, double giant bomb possibilities, or just single bomb possibilities. If you look at this one, in this case, there are only two sides that have a single bomb possibility, and that is this one right here and this one right here, and they would be horribly placed if they do. So pull that clan castle because it's an easy pull. One hog, no problem. And then you come in, I'll show you here, ×4 because I want to get that dead, want to move through this. And here we go, back to ×1. So the golem goes down, you pick a corner with the most DPS, because that's where your troops are going to be the strongest. You move in with all your troops to clear it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6 defenses just in this little pocket right here. You're going to wipe out 6 defenses with the bulk of your forces in 1 second, basically, 1 or 2 seconds. And then you guide them using the jump spell. I recommend all you need is a jump. Save yourself the extra room for the poisons, and bring it down one way or the other. So here's how it works out for me. And then sprinkle your hogs in. You can dump them all, or you can go surgical, but wait for the defenses to be distracted. You can see I favored it a little bit to the right there, the east side. The queen's also going to help pull them that direction as well. Raged them up, and now you can see that archer tower is distracted. Now that one's distracted by the hogs. The only thing that wasn't was the cannon, and I'm going to lose 1 hog. I lost 1 hog in there without using a heal. Gonna move down here. Got those fancy bombs running over. Now here, gotta use the heal because I think maybe one of these defenses is distracted. The rest are all focusing on the hogs. So this is where you want to drop the heal. And typically, especially if you're using Valks, that other side is either going to be getting flattened, which in this case it's already done, or it'll at least be distracted by the time the hogs get there. They're going to be full health, and you'll be able to take out that last corner. So you just go 1 corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, 4 corner, one at a time, and it's going to be over. This base just didn't stand a chance. So fly through it, because there we go. Not even gonna wait for it. Let's get a move on here. We're gonna show Todd's attack. Gotta love this base style. The Southern Teaser, I think they called it, or still call it maybe. Don't see this one a ton anymore because people have figured out how to beat it quite easily. But and Todd is no exception. He's got this one down. He knows how to beat it. Comes in, doesn't waste any time, very wisely. lot of people wait a long time on their queen walks for them to get, for the queen to get a certain amount of defenses or buildings out of the way. Todd gets his second phase of the attack going very quickly, and I think it's smart. You've got a level 15 queen. She's not going to just rip through any side, especially like there. She gets stuck on a storage. That's going to suck out a good 10 seconds or so with her current DPS, so get it moving. He's got the Valks jumping in there. I think he was hoping they would go to the core, but it actually worked out well, like I was talking about before, clockwise, counterclockwise. They're moving counterclockwise. They're moving clockwise. Queen's moving counterclockwise, and that's going to work out well for him. So he did miss the... Oh, he did just get the king. Just got the king there. That's a big one that Jake talked about in his videos of One Hive raids, which he's no longer making videos, sad to say. So shout out to Jake. A lot of our war wins, a lot of our victories are because of your tutorials, man. So hope you're enjoying life, doing what you're doing, and maybe we'll see you back in Clash again someday. So busts out the queen's ability there, takes out, she can just reach those inner buildings there, and then that last one is that Tesla, which it was a speed run. He had over a minute left. That one was absolute no doubter. I'm going to show one more here, which is my second account, because it's just a little variation of that other one. But with this one, there's so many possibilities for double bombs, single bombs, Teslas, all kinds of stuff in there. You want to be careful using hogs on this one, because without knowing exactly where they are, you could end up with a very low percentage, 1 or 2 star maybe, because your hogs get wrecked on the very first compartment. So I opted with the low level air defenses of 5 and 3 6s to go with loons on this one, and just let the Valks work their way around, take out the air defenses, and I use my loons to clean it up. So normally I wouldn't show 2 of my own attacks. I don't like to be egotistical about it, so don't take it that way, please. But but this one did utilize a different style slightly by throwing in the loons, and I feel like loons are highly underused, kind of like Valks used to be. So I threw this in there. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. We'll get through that. And there we go. Funnel's just about created. Gonna bring in my Valks here in just a second. There they come. Wall breakers in the clan castle, because I mean, hell yeah, 3 level 6 wall breakers. They're gonna wreck those walls, no problem. You really only need 2 to get through. 1, and then it softens up for the Valks nicely. So I didn't lead the Valks very well with that rage, and you're gonna see right there exactly what I mean. They're already out of it. There you go. So that's all I got for my rage. If I would have centered it right over the top there along with the heal, I probably could have swagged a heal on this one. But get them going. There's another air defense, so here come the loons, and they are already putting in serious work here. Nice thing that I love about loons is they don't need spells if they're set up like this. If you can keep them away from air defenses, they don't need spells. All air defenses are down, so now there's just no chance. The other thing I like about loons is that if you target, let's say 5 buildings, 2 balloons each, and they make it to their targets, watch how fast this top one goes down. Another one down, another one down, another one down, down, and done. What was that? 8 seconds maybe to clear out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenses. So if you do it right, it clears out the bases really fast. Speed it up, because nothing left. They got nothing coming. And if Todd hasn't already, or if he has already, I apologize, but if he hasn't, I am going to sneak in Red's attack on number 12. Because I thought this one was a lot of fun, and I thought it went really well. This is my final account. My baby account used to be my daughter's. She became disinterested, but this is an anti-3-star base. She's got lower level heroes than the base, and I'm going to come in with giant healer. Just 2 healers, just enough to kind of keep them going. And then 8 Valks, and again with the loons. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. So pulling the clan castle. Figured if there's a Valk in there, I'm not going to get her, but I can at least get the dragon, which is the #1 threat to the Valks. So get that thing out of there. And there we go. Here come the giants. Drop the healers on them. They're going to pound their way right through that wall, so I didn't even need the wall breakers. And here I go with the wall breakers in just a second. There they go. And check it out. They made it. They made it all the way through to that next level there. He even made it in and got 1 bomb off of that core. That's pretty. That's why I love having those 3 in the core in the clan castle. So raged him up, led him really well on this one. Good drop. I was happy with that one. I thought a lot more troops would go that way, especially with the king and queen over there, but they didn't, which worked out fine. But here's where I was talking about. You get those loons in the right places, right timing, and it just absolutely annihilates the base. There's no chance. There goes that archer tower. I mean, look at what's left for defenses here. 1, 2, 3 defenses that can actually hit the loons. And look at what's coming for them. So I dropped 1 more loon here just to get that cannon off my queen, and barely make it in time. There we go. Raged her up for no reason really, but last 2 loons taking out the last couple of defenses, the point defense, but it wouldn't have mattered. There's just too many troops left. And kablooey. That's it. So another win, and then Todd's gonna have one coming here for you, I hope. Let's show White Geese's. I think his got shown, but you know what? I feel like I focus too much on my attacks here, and I don't want to look like a jerk. So White Geese coming in, got the golem there. If you're gonna drop your golem like that, where the queen can get to the golem outside the wall, hit her with a poison. And then she just absolutely melted that golem. He's gonna split before, yeah. He already split right there. No clan castle pulled yet, nothing, and the golem's already split. Golem down here is stuck. He's in La La Land. I don't know if he ends up actually doing anything or not, but got the 1 poison hitting that dragon there, so that helps a little bit. And then you got the wizard step up in the rage and finish off the dragon, so very helpful. Kind of a scattered attack really. That golem is tanking for the couple of hogs he sent down there, and here come the rest of the hogs. He's only got the jump spell left. He just used the last heal on the Valks up there, which probably could have waited. Really not much threat up there. 2-point defense, 3 if you count the Tesla. Yeah, but there go the double bombs, so only 1 hog actually survives, and not for very long. So, but thankfully he's got a ton of wizards on that side that made it. Queen doesn't have her ability, so this has been driving me nuts. Queen just went through a wall. All she had to do was walk up and around, and she gets 1, 2, 3 and saves herself the trouble of the wall. But whatever. I guess had to get in there to get those anyway, so it worked out. Speed it up for cleanup. All over the place for cleanup here. Didn't save any back end troops. So did knock out the 3-star though. What was the time on that one? 240, so not terrible, but you always want to save 1 wizard. 1, 2 wizards. That'll usually do the trick for you. So there it is, 30-minute video. Sorry it got so long, guys, but we had a lot of great attacks that war, and it was a lot of fun. and we'll bring you another great war recap here shortly when Todd uploads his from this most recent one, which is a hell of a lot more exciting, a lot more challenging, and just a lot more fun. So hey, please hit like on the videos, please subscribe. We try and reiterate this every time. We don't get paid for this. We do this for fun. We do this to help others get better. Just the common man, not trying to be the super war clan with 40 hours a week of warring and so on and so forth. We want to be the guys out there helping just your average everyday players, clashers, casuals get better at their attacks, so that they can see more 3 stars and more green on their war log. Alright guys, you have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next video. Peace.